Hello, everyone. Welcome to Freedom Homestead. I'm Jack.
I'm Tangie.
We're glad everybody can join us, and we're going to give everybody a few minutes to get notified that we started our video, and we're going to use our laptop here to kind of watch comments so we can kind of interact with everyone tonight.
Maybe. So how's everybody doing? And were you safe from the storms that went through if you're in the South? Hey, Mandy. I know in my hometown in Georgia, a tornado touched down, and we know some folks that have damage.
Yeah.
One person that got a little hurt. Not in my family, but someone in my family knows. But anyway, hopefully everybody is safe.
Yes.
And hello.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, hi from Arkansas
And
Illinois. And so, yeah, a huge line of storms swept all the way across most of the South. I think now it's gone through the East Coast, and it may be up north as well. Long line of storms, so it got a lot of people in the eastern part of the U.S. So I think 7 states had tornadoes. We did not. We're okay here. We did get a lot of rain. But we're fine. Everything's good.
Yeah.
And we hope everything's good where you're at too.
Yes. Chris says it's really windy where they're at right now. Hey, Granny Karen.
Hey from Oklahoma. They're stepping back in time.
There's Jared. Jared said they got 2.75 inches. They're in Tennessee.
Yeah, I'd say we got close to that as well here.
Thanks, Mary Elizabeth. I showered. I fixed my hair. I put on makeup. It's like the first time in 2 weeks that I've done that. I have to tell y'all something really quick. I escaped the house the other day and went to Dollar General to pick up a few things. And I did not give myself one thought.
You were one of those people.
I showed up and I sent my cousin a Marco Polo, which if you don't know what Marco Polo is, it's an app where you can send each other video messages.
Instead of texting.
You send a video message. And anyway, so I was like, oh, I have to tell her something really quick. So I popped up, and let me tell you what, I saw myself and I was like, oh no, I forgot I look like that. But I went into the Dollar General. I was like, everybody else is quarantined too, so I'm sure I can't be.
There's Serenity Hill. There's Strong Enough to Bend. Debbie from Motor City, from Detroit. There's Cast Iron Mama. Teachers of Good Things. I like that one.
Do you know who that is?
Our friends in Oregon.
Yes, it is.
Is that the ones that's been messaging us lately? Or was that a new homesteader that was asking us questions?
This is the Stallers.
Oh, it is. Oh, well, hi there.
Hey.
We actually watched y'all Sunday. Or
yes, we watched
Jason Sunday, and we really enjoyed that.
Yes, we did. Very much.
Yeah. Sorry, I got distracted on that.
It's like, okay.
Well, I like the name.
Teacher of Good Things. Yeah. So, Teacher of Good Things is my friend Sandra, and she is a homeschooler. She's got a big family, and she shares encouragement on her channel.
Yeah.
So if you're a homeschooler, or maybe right now you are schooling at home, and you could use some encouragement, some heart-to-heart talk, then check out Teachers of Good Things.
Yeah. Great people.
Yes, they are. Very much.
We really
love them dearly. Hey, Jennifer. Let's see. I'm ready to fix up and wear my makeup too. Yeah,
The Outdoor Redhead says, hey, I want that shirt. Or your shirt, Tammy.
That's my other cousin, Tashana. I got a lot of family on here
I just don't recognize all the...
Jared and Jennifer and
I don't
Tashana.
recognize all the YouTube names.
Yeah.
But they're all family.
There. Yeah, so thank you, Tashana. If you look up Carrie Girl, she's on Instagram, and that's where I got my shirt. And I love, like, she does it's all Second Amendment stuff. It's awesome.
There's Grammy Karen.
And Tashana is getting ready to start posting videos on her
Oh, yeah?
channel. She and her husband live
Heavens and Essentials, Consider It Joy. I'm just trying to name everybody.
okay,
Sorry.
up in Upper Michigan, and they hunt, and they shoot, and they cook, and they can. They do all the things. So if you want to go ahead and subscribe to her channel, and that way when she starts posting, you won't miss any of it.
Cool.
She's my... Are you my second or third cousin? I think she's my second cousin. I think. Maybe third cousin. Yeah, I can't remember.
I noticed in the comments, Cast Iron Mama says if you need seeds, she has seeds to share with people.
Yay!
So just kind of let her know or somehow send her a message, and
Yes.
I'm sure she can hook you up. And,
Well-
and thank you for letting people know that.
Yes, because
Appreciate that.
right now it is really hard to buy seeds because some
Yeah.
places deem seeds non-essential.
Yep. Growing your own food. Honest. Well, that just sounds like another country that we don't want to be like. But
North Star, I was talking about the outdoor redhead. Let's
the
see.
dogs are barking at something again.
Uh-oh. Let's see. It's family night. Yeah. Let's
It's
see.
family. We do hope everybody's doing well. This is what, week 3 or week 4
I've lost
of
count.
most of our nation stuck at home, not really wanting to go out and do a whole lot,
Yeah.
or not really able to go out and do a whole lot. Not that they want to, but we hope that maybe you are taking advantage of this time. Enjoying the family time,
Yes.
getting back to reading scripture or reading other books that you've been wanting to catch up on, getting stuff done that you've been putting off for a long time. I've done a few of those projects, and I've enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I've had the time to do it.
Hey, Carol. Yeah. So let's talk really quick because somebody said who was
Yeah,
it?
Noah's Ark. Sorry, the
yeah.
Michigan governor. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're talking about the seeds and stuff.
Well, yeah, that's
crazy.
That's what I was gonna get
Oh,
to.
okay.
You know,
While
just
you're discussing that, let me go grab the dog real quick.
okay. So yeah, just talking about it being non-essential. Do you remember just a couple of generations ago that our country called on its citizens to grow their own food to help with the crisis? And now here we are a couple of generations later, we have a bigger government. I'm sorry, but we do, and I'm gonna try not to get on my soapbox, but it's like we have a bigger government, and it's like, let's get the people scared out of their mind. Let's tell them to stay home. Let's take away their jobs, their education, and now let's make them even more dependent on us by having them depend on us for their food.
You got on her soapbox again, didn't you?
I'm
I
stepping
love
down.
that woman.
I'm stepping up. I'm stepping up.
Yeah. We were thinking before we went live tonight, we were kind of thinking about topics or things to talk about, and we didn't want to be like an all.
We didn't want to talk about all the stuff again.
We didn't want to be a show just talking about negativity. You know, people just weren't prepared for something like this, or all the politics and everything. Of course, maybe we just got that out of our system. I don't know.
Yeah.
But we did think about,
Tashana, it runs in the blood.
when
Blood girl.
when we get through this and we're able to kind of get out of the house and go somewhere, where is a place that you can't wait to go back to? Is it a favorite restaurant that hopefully will be back open? Is it to go buy plants, material for your garden? Is it to just get out of town for a weekend vacation with your family? I don't know what it might be. You don't have to mention specific places, but I mean, is there a place that you just can't wait to be able to go to?
Yes, all these grandparents wanting to see their grandbabies.
Yeah.
I know. That's my parents,
Yeah.
his parents.
My parents, they've been calling and checking on us, and how's those kids doing?
Yeah.
Church.
Yeah, I miss church. I miss church
Absolutely.
family.
Church would be number one on our list.
Yeah. And then going out to eat after church.
Yeah. Yeah. We've got a couple of favorite restaurants we would love to just go eat.
Yeah.
Of course, not that we haven't been eating here.
No, but when you're
Yeah.
eating at home all the time, it's nice to have a little change.
Rural King.
Um,
Yeah, some people mentioning going out to eat.
yeah. Who was it? Cast Iron Mama said, I miss queso. Yes. Me too. Me too.
Yeah, so some people just want to go north to see family.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
to
some want to go south to
So,
see
yeah,
family.
just visit family, be with your church family.
Weekly art club. Rural King is still open.
Yeah, ours is still open.
No, we have never hatched quail.
No, we haven't.
We have a lot of friends that have though. Samson Farms.
Yeah, Nathan at Sampson's Farms, he's big into quail.
The Stivers Homestead. There's a lot. Well, there's a lot. Let's see. Church, gym, tops. I'm going to Disney World. Just kidding.
Jennifer's running out of meal ideas.
Oh, right.
Oh, just seeing Jennifer and Jared.
Oh.
I can't wait to go hunting again.
I'm sorry to hear that, Jennifer.
What's that?
That had a church member that passed.
Oh.
And no funeral. Can't have a funeral.
I would like to get back out into the great outdoors and provide some meat for our deep freezer.
Yeah, Art of Creation is getting quail this year. And talk about a channel that just started out, but putting out some crazy awesome content would be Art of Creation. Y'all check them out. They have a small, like half-acre lot, and they're growing all the food on it. So
Hubby
it's really
is going bear hunting. Is Mandy?
Yes.
Is she the one in Canada?
great. She is.
Okay. Yeah.
Turkey season
That
is
would be
open.
so awesome to go on a bear hunt.
I'm going on a bear hunt.
On a bear hunt.
Isn't that a thing from when we were kids?
The story?
Yeah.
It sounds like a story.
Going on a bear hunt. Yeah, there's something.
A nursery rhyme or something?
Rebecca wants to know, how close are we to Hopkins County?
Look it up on your phone. I think we are 1 or 2 counties away. So we're close. I believe so.
I don't know.
I get Hopkins County and Hopkinsville mixed up. Is Hopkinsville in Hopkins County?
I don't know.
She's
I'm
looking it
not.
up.
I'm not from here. I can tell you about Georgia. I
Here.
can't tell you. I've lived here for 20 years.
Did
I
you-
don't know. Let's see.
Oh. Oh,
He's gonna look at that. Love Bear.
is that it? Is that what you typed in?
I guess.
That's
Yeah.
not where I thought it was.
Yeah, Hopkins.
Ah.
You gotta tap on
No,
it and
you
then.
typed in.
It's like watching your parents trying to use their phone.
Hey now. I think you typed in the wrong county.
Hey, George. I did not. See? Last searched. Hopkins.
Okay.
Anyway, let's see. Going up. Hopkins is north. Okay.
Yeah,
Jennifer says no, Hopkins is north.
We're about there's 2 counties in between our county and that county.
Let's see.
So
not phone
it's
number.
3 counties away from where
Oh,
we're
wow.
at. So I'd say it's about an hour,
Wow.
maybe a little more than an hour. About an hour and a half away from here.
Going green. We are in Kentucky.
Yeah, we're in south central Kentucky. We're very close to the Tennessee line. I mean, we could be in Tennessee literally in 30 or 40 minutes.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Tashana said, 1 year I was stalked by a wolf while bird hunting. Oh my goodness. And then somebody else, who was it, Pathways?
That's a cool story, not one that I would want to tell
No.
because it happened to me, but
Yeah.
that is wild.
Pathways said, it's not fun when you realize that you've been stalked by a bear while you were stalking elk. No, we don't want the hunt to become the hunted.
Mostly around here, if you're out hunting, the thing that comes up on
Hey,
us
Joe.
sometime are bobcats. or coyotes. Coyotes are a nuisance around here.
Joe's here.
Yeah, hey Joe. Man, it's been a while since I've heard from you. Hope you and your family are doing well.
Yep.
He has moved
All
out
the way
west.
to Colorado.
Yeah, hope you're doing well.
Oh my goodness. Jennifer said we're out on our land building the chicken tractor and heard wolves way too close. I mean, here we don't have wolves, we have coyotes.
We hear
and
coyotes.
Hearing them,
Weekly we hear
Oh, my
coyotes,
word.
sometimes nightly.
it makes the hair stand up on the back of your neck.
Yeah. I haven't heard any in several days.
Hey, Shauna.
But yeah, you can hear them almost every week at certain times of the night here.
Mandy said hubby was stalked by 2 animals while dragging out a bear from the bush at night. It was pretty spooky, likely another bear. All he saw were the eyes.
Oh, I missed something. Going Green Mom. I grew up in Gallatin, Tennessee. Moved as a teenager. We're very close to Gallatin.
Yep.
Well,
About an hour away.
less than an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, we're pretty much just north. If you go from Gallatin straight north into Kentucky, about 45, 50 minutes.
JG said, I was stalked by a wolf on my own property, was crawling around in the garden and must have looked small. Turned around to see the stalk walk coming my way.
We don't have wolves in this area, so that just sounds scary. That sounds really scary.
Yeah, very creepy.
Yeah.
Had a squirrel stalk me while I was deer hunting. It was scary. That must be Mac.
Squirrels are just annoying. When you want to be quiet and sit still and not make any noise, the squirrels, they just like to bug you and get on your every nerve. They want to play, they want to chat, they want to make noise. Anyway,
Tashana, are you talking about the cost of living here where we are?
what was the question?
The cost of living isn't too bad there? No.
No, not here. No. I would say as far as our nation goes, as far as the U.S., it's really good here. Cost of living is really great right here. I'd highly recommend it for homesteaders.
Yeah, it's good here. Excuse me.
What's the biggest predator? Oh, in our area, kind of in the park I work at, that would probably be coyotes, bobcats. There have been sightings of some cougars. Fish and Wildlife tell us that there's none in this area right now, but people have got them on their trail cameras.
Right.
And so we know that they have been spotted. I know people that have personally seen them, and I've never seen one. I'd say coyotes.
Let's see. Buttermilk and garlic 3 days, change the brine every 12 hours. Are you talking about for bear? Let's see. A lot of wolves here, right in neighborhoods along with bears and cougars too, actually, daytime or night. Oh my goodness.
You know, Art of Creation said that Rural King has God's Word on the front page of their website. And last time I was in Rural King, I actually noticed some flyers hanging up in the store talking about faith and God. And I was like, oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So they're probably very similar to like a Hobby Lobby or, is it Home Depot? One of the hardware stores.
I have no idea. Never noticed.
Anyway.
Oh my goodness. Mary Elizabeth said, funny chicken story. We have chickens that like to jump on my kids' backs and go for a ride. That is funny.
So
hey, Suzanne.
I've done
Bear.
a lot of
Gotcha, Dawn.
I've done a lot of work this week on a certain small building out back that would house some chickens.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I have been working a lot on that lately.
Yes,
In
he
fact,
has.
I am probably over 80% finished with it. I'm probably right in the 85% done.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
So I got a lot done this week.
Teachers of Good Things said we had a cougar sighted at my kid's t-ball field a few years back. Yikes. The pallet coop, yes.
Yeah. I did post a picture of it, I think, on my Instagram.
I think so.
Jack_Freedom Homestead. It was a picture of me kind of resting during the building process before I put the indoors. Well, I still haven't put the indoors on, but it's up, it's under roof. It hasn't been painted or anything like that.
Not yet.
But I still have some doors to put on it. We need to paint it. Then I need to kind of varmint proof it with a little bit of wire and kind of seal up some of the cracks. And then I think we need to try to figure out some fencing.
Yes.
An area for them to get out and range around in the yard.
Yeah, I don't want them free ranging.
And we did talk about getting some of that Premier One fencing. And I don't know if any of you have Premier One. Might give us some pointers, or at least what to get, what not to get. That would be much appreciated.
That would be great. Yeah. Freezer camp. Let's see. I'm expecting lots of half-grown chickens to be given away in a couple of months. Too many non-chicken people buying them up at the farm stores won't know what to do with them. I think you're right, Lisa.
That's true.
Yeah. Let's see. We do have grizzlies too, but they keep away from people. If you come across one from a distance, usually black bears are the pesky ones. One premier, one permanent green and black. Yep, several people that have it. If you hit a
keeps
rock.
the raccoons and possums out.
Yeah, and we also, with our dogs, I don't think our dogs will know what to do. I think their instinct will, because they've never been around chickens.
Yeah.
I think they would try to get them.
I think they would. Our young dog would. Our older dog, I think, would adapt to it very well. Once
you think so?
Yeah, once the initial shock of what is this now in my yard, I think he would learn really quick.
Yeah.
Because he's a good old dog. He's learned to obey. If we start telling him stuff over and over, it doesn't take him long to figure out, okay, that's what I need to do.
Yeah.
The other dogs are just puppies that don't listen.
Shauna said, how's the garden going? The garden is going great. All of my plants downstairs under the grow lights look fantastic. I did notice I have fungus gnats though. I have no fungus, but I have fungus gnats. And I think it's just from the moisture, you know, they're looking for something to drink. So I've got to work on getting rid of them.
Okay.
And then, but all the plants look fantastic.
And you had sprinkled some cinnamon down there on them to get rid of mold?
Prevent fungus.
Fungus.
Yeah. And let's see, everything has germinated except for some of my herbs haven't germinated yet. Lemon balm hasn't germinated. And there's another one. My mind's gone blank.
Shauna asked if you'll be showing more cooking videos from the pantry.
Yes. As a matter of fact, I am going to be in a collaboration in May with Heritage Ways Homestead, and there is a whole slew of other channels that are going to be participating, and it's all about using leftovers because, you know, again, a lot of people are at home, they're having to do things a lot differently, and one of those things is making your food stretch. And so I think that's kind of the heart behind it, is to help people know how to use leftovers and create new meals with them. So be watching for that. I'm really excited. Mandy said peroxide to water 4 to 1. Okay.
4 parts water to 1 part peroxide.
And I will, yeah, I think that's what I've used before, is the water and peroxide. They're just annoying. They're so annoying.
We have Lone Heron Homestead in Alaska.
Oh, cool.
What's it say? 90 miles north of St. Cloud, or closest to Nimrod.
Talking the North Star.
I think that's Alaska, right? I don't. Maybe I'm way off base on that.
Oh, hey, Hopkinsville. Coffee seeds won't germinate. Did you get them from M.I. Gardner? And have you watched, if he has a whole video on growing a coffee tree?
Oh yeah, that is cool.
Yeah.
They did that.
Let's see. Anybody ever grown hyssop? I actually have some hyssop planted.
Yeah, we're growing some right now.
Yeah, well, I mean, they haven't germinated. I don't know if, I mean.
No, we got some planted.
Yeah, I don't know if it's going to do anything, though. Because I just kind of sprinkled it in a pot. And then, yeah, we'll see what happens. Let's see. Been watching my pennies and stretching my meals as well. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll kill the gnat eggs in the soil. Okay.
Yeah. And a lot of people are trying to stretch things out as long as they can before, everything gets back to normal.
Yeah. Let's see.
And so, yeah, meals that can be, that you can throw together using leftovers, using pantry items. A lot of even stuff that you think most households might have these few items. How can you make meals out of those items? Cheap, but quick and sustainable. Things that will sustain you. So those are always great ideas.
Yeah, you talking about the collaboration I just did?
Yeah. I was reading comments and she was talking, and so I'm running about 2 minutes behind on my thoughts here. Okay. Sorry about that.
Yeah, and that was a really great collaboration. And I'll tell you really quick, just if you want to find all of them really quick right now, if you go to thepurposefulpantry.com, she actually did a roundup of all the recipes. And that's a really awesome blog too, because she does dehydrating. She does a lot of food preservation, so you can check that out while you're there. And but yeah, it was a really great collaboration.
Spam.
Let's see. We haven't been able to find flour anywhere. Started grinding oats, and everything has been very tasty. 0 complaints from my picky eaters. Well, that's good. Let's see. How do you can your beans? Homestead, engraving business, and life. I have a video on how I can my beans. Yeah. Now, the way I do it, I will say, is not recommended by the USDA. But it's how I've always done it.
Yeah, and it works great.
And it works good.
Yes, and you probably don't have to go back very far to find that video.
Well, it was from last year, but I have a canning playlist. So if you look at my canning playlist, it'll be in there. But I do what is called the no-soak method, which means I do not soak my beans overnight. Now, do your research before you do that. But I will tell you the reason why the USDA does not recommend canning your beans before you soak them is because, as you know, when you cook dried beans, they swell.
They plump up.
And so there are some beans that I would not recommend canning doing the no-soak method. Like, I can't think of
I'm right with you, heirloom permaculture.
Because some of them get too big. But, I mean, I've done pinto beans. I've done black beans. I've done navy beans. I've done all of those doing the no-soak method, and they've all done very well for me.
Jennifer's asking if you put up squash.
Yes.
And if you do, how do you do it?
I do it 3 different ways. First of all, you have to know that you do not have to blanch your squash. A lot of people do, but I have an awesome book called Preserving Food at Home.
Is it on the ceiling?
No. Hang on, I'll get it. I'll show it to you.
It's hanging from the... It's in the sky. It's in the cloud.
It's the Beginner's Guide to Preserving Food at Home. Hang on. I love this book, and I cannot recommend it enough. It's by Janet Chadwick.
The Pew Pew.
And it's called The Beginner's Guide to Preserving Food at Home. And what I love about this book is that she shares time-saving tips when it comes to preserving your food safely. And so one of the things that I learned from this book, I actually got it from my library twice before
hold it still, so.
I got it from my library twice before I finally broke down and bought it. But in the book, she shares that you do not have to freeze. You do not have to blanch your squash before you freeze it. Okay, so here's how I preserve my squash.
Okay. Hopefully they got that.
Yes, either I will shred it, to put like in breads and fritters and things like that. I will just slice it, to do stir fries and roast it and that kind of thing. Or I will freeze it breaded. And so here's how I do it. This is how my mama does it, okay? And I also do my okra this way too. So go ahead and slice it, cut it up the way you like to fry it. And then you're going to make an egg wash, or an egg dip, I should say. An egg dip with just eggs and some milk. And then you're gonna do your breading, okay? So you dip the squash in the egg and you dip it in the breading, and then you're gonna put it on a cookie sheet. You're gonna do a single layer on a cookie sheet. Then you're going to, once you get your cookie sheet filled, you're going to bake it at 350 for about 6 to 10 minutes. You don't want it to brown. What you want is you want the egg coating to set up. And then you're going to let it, once it's done, you're gonna get it out of the oven and you're gonna let it completely cool. And then you're going to flash freeze it in the freezer, okay? And then you bag it, so that way it's easy to take out and fry. And then you can, when you fry it, you can put it right from the freezer into the hot oil, and it does fantastic. So that is how I do my okra.
That's your preferred.
That is how I do my okra and my
Because
squash.
you said you did it 3 different ways, but that's your preferred way.
That is how I do my okra and squash for frying.
Okay.
For frying. So that's how I do it. I have never canned squash, except for like if it's in a relish or something, but yeah. Hey, wild ones. Happy belated Easter to you as well. Great to know, growing okra for the first time this year. I am so pumped. I cannot tell you how pumped I am that we have an earth garden this year, because I am going to grow so much okra.
Well, we're going to plant a lot.
I'm going to pickle it. I'm going to freeze it. I'm going to eat it.
We like okra.
Oh my gosh.
But I've never eaten
roasted.
okra raw.
I haven't either.
I've never done it.
But I have heard people say that it's really good.
I saw Daniel Arms do that, and I was like, you can eat it raw?
The
I was
pioneer
like, I guess
woman,
you can, but...
the pioneer woman, I read on her blog one time, she said, and I quote, "You have not lived until you have gone to the garden and eaten okra right off the bush." I'm like,
hey,
what?
if we produce a lot, I'll definitely do that. I'll definitely try.
Oh my goodness, hot pickled okra.
To me, the best thing to go out in the garden and just pick fresh right there and eat are strawberries.
Oh, I'm so excited about strawberries. Okay, let me tell you. So the strawberry plant that I grew from seed last year is like banging right now. It's loaded in blossoms. I am so pumped. And then we have a whole bed dedicated to strawberries, which I ordered bare root strawberry plants from M.I. Gardner. I'm like, we're gonna have fresh strawberries, strawberry shortcake, strawberry syrup, strawberry preserves, frozen strawberries, dehydrated strawberries. I'm excited.
Somebody said, well, Daniel Arms also ate a copperhead, so what do you expect? So, maybe I need to rethink that one. Yeah.
Oh, another way that I love okra.
Yes, grilled, roasted, grilled.
Roasted. I've never grilled it.
Grilled squash is good.
Oh, grilled squash.
Grilled squash is awesome. But yeah, the strawberry plant is doing awesome. I went out and looked at it today. Uh-huh. And it even had more flowers on it today.
I'm so excited.
So
okay.
It's growing. So, great.
Yes, I'm very, very excited. A lot of people talking about how they love. Okay, so I am definitely. You know what we should do for our friends here is we should do a raw okra taste test and film it.
Give them our thoughts.
Yes. Let them see our first.
Okay.
So we'll do it.
We'll have to make a mental note to do that.
Hey, Mo Homestead.
A couple of months from now.
Strawberry fields forever. Yes. Roasted okra, I love. Do you know that every time
Gump okra.
when I... That's funny.
The Tangy Gump Okra Company.
I love it. But yeah, so okra roasted, when I make it, it never makes it to the dinner plate. We eat it off the cookie sheet every time. It's so good.
Yeah. Like a snack.
Like a snack. Let's see. I've got 2 10 by 12 strawberry beds. Could still use more. Oh my goodness. So yeah, you're a fellow strawberry lover then, for sure. Supposed to freeze here tonight and tomorrow night. Our peaches are going to get frozen out. No!
Yeah, it's supposed to get, well, it's gotten cool. It has got into the upper 30s, but we haven't had any freezes here.
Yeah.
So we've so far.
Yeah, but right now, I don't have anything set out that would get hurt.
No, we've got lettuce and what, kale?
Yeah, lettuce. No, not kale. I don't have any kale planted. I should.
What is it?
I've got kale, Swiss chard.
Swiss chard.
Not kale. Doggone it.
Lettuce, Swiss
chard. We have spinach, Swiss chard, lettuces.
Yeah,
and those are really the
garlic out there.
Oh, garlic and the onions will be fine.
Yeah, so everything we got is really
is
good for cold weather.
Yeah.
So we're still waiting a couple more weeks before we, of course, downstairs we've got the grow lights going. She's already talked about how great they look, and they do. They look better than they look the best we've ever done with grow lights.
Oh, absolutely, for sure.
So,
and here's what I think the difference is. One, well, I'm not neglecting them. That's huge. Like they're my babies. I go down there every morning, and then I visit them a couple of times during the day because I'm like, has there been any change yet? But also, I think suspending the grow lights from the ceiling so we can adjust them has been.
I think that has helped.
Huge. And I also think the seed mats have helped. And I also think just knowing more has helped.
Yeah.
Because what I've always done...
And seed mats, she had some warming mats.
Yeah,
if you don't know...
Yeah, what I'm talking about.
If you didn't know we had them.
Yeah. So using those, I think, has definitely helped. But yeah, having the experience, just knowing more and being more patient, I think has helped me a lot. And also, one thing that I'm really, really bad about, or that I have been bad about in the past, is thinning things out. Because to me, thinning things out meant throwing food away. But I realize now that healthy plants mean more food. So even if you're thinning them out, you're increasing.
Still gonna produce.
Yeah, you're going to get a better production. So thinning your seedlings out while they're still in the trays, they're going to have less stress. Yeah. So it's good to thin things out.
And that one plant will be more productive for you than all of them crowded together.
Yes.
In the long run, it's better.
And I think that's, and just like clipping them, picking the bestest looking one, clipping the rest of them, and then, just giving them water.
Get your garden seeds and strawberry plants at M.I. Gardener. And then the 10% discount. Thank you, Kathy, for posting that.
Thank you so much. Yes.
We've got great moderators.
Oh, thank you, Mo Homesteading. That's so kind of you to say. We have not too dry or moist. Yes. And again, just the experience, like you can read your plant's body language, and you can tell even just by lifting the trays, by the weight of it, how you're doing, as far as like moisture or dryness. And
the outdoor redhead got 2 feet of snow last night.
That's crazy. Yeah, they're on the UP.
Oh,
that's my cousin.
I know it's your cousin. Well, I know as of 20 minutes ago, but I didn't know where they were at.
That's so funny.
Sometimes I think you're related to everyone.
No, but I don't know. That side of the family, we are like rabbits. No, I'm kidding.
Patience is something that we both struggle with. Whether it's gardening or waiting to do stuff or anything.
Yeah. Lola said you can feel the energy of the plant, and you can. I mean, it's like you start to sense.
Did you talk about your fan
your
also?
Your spidey senses start tingling.
Did you talk about the fan you got on them this year?
Not today.
Oh, I didn't know if you mentioned that. But something else she's doing that is set up that's different is she's been putting a fan blowing air on the plants to kind of strengthen them. And again, they're looking great, and they're not blowing over So they look
Yeah.
strong. They look healthy. I hope when we plant them in the garden, they don't get eaten by a varmint and they don't go bad.
Yes, and that the dogs stay out of the stinking beds.
Yeah.
If you gotta go milk the rabbits, I'm thinking you're making that up. I know
What
that
kind
trick.
of rabbits? Yeah.
Let's see. I used a fan this year and it helped. Yeah, I'm really excited. I feel, and it's funny. So our friends at 1870s Homestead, she had a video.
She's been producing some wonderful videos.
She has. Well, they always do. But
Well, yeah.
anyway, I was watching, she was talking about in one of her videos, and I know exactly, and those of you who garden, you know exactly what she's talking about. She's talking about gardener's remorse or gardener's anxiety. I get it every year. Is it enough? Is it not enough? Is it too much? Is it this? Is it that? Just second guessing myself about everything. But this year,
And me.
this year I have so much peace about the garden. Like, I just have peace. Like, I don't have any anxiousness about anything.
But when I was tilling up the garden spot,
Yes.
you were like, no, that's not big enough. Till more.
That is
Till
true.
more. So you were a little anxious about that.
Well,
I want it bigger. I want it.
It does need to be bigger, but I think it's going to be okay.
And I did go out there and make it a little bit bigger the
Did
other
you?
day. Just a little bit. Just
Aw.
slightly. Like another row or so.
Thanks. But yeah, but no, I don't. I'm good. Like, I feel
Yeah.
I have peace about the garden this year.
Did we get, we had asked about some of that Premier One fencing. And I know a few people commented on that. Did we ever get anything else about that?
About what?
The Premier One fencing.
Just a lot of people said, yeah, there was some
I didn't know if that's
suggestions.
what
We'll
we
have
need to
back.
go with, if there's I don't know if there's alternatives to that, or maybe that's the go-to, what we need to get. Mm-hmm. Somebody said they actually had it around their garden and it kept out. So, I mean, that is something we could look into. Do we
Yeah.
want to put some more expense into buying extra fencing to protect our garden?
Well, I mean, we have something that we can use right now.
I think so.
But I think
It just
Premier-
wouldn't look good.
Well, I'm not worried about that, but I think the Premier fencing would be a lot easier to use because it's light.
Yeah, well, what we've got now won't keep raccoons out. What I've got is I've got a whole big roll of chain link fencing, that most people around in our area uses that to fence off their backyards, to keep their dogs, in and keep other dogs out.
Mm-hmm.
So I've got a big roll of chain link fencing, a bunch of T-posts. We could easily just put that up, and that would definitely keep the dogs from going into the garden and digging into the garden. It would keep big animals out, but it's not electrified. It's the holes in it
Yeah,
are
it's just a
that
chain link
large. So
fence.
I mean, it's still going to allow squirrels or anything that
Bunnies.
size easily. Rabbits can still get through chain link fences. So it's not really gonna protect the fence other than keeping our dogs out.
Yeah.
It might keep a raccoon out, but small raccoons could easily get through it. A big raccoon could easily climb over it.
Yeah. Tashana said, get a cat. Nah.
Yeah, so Premier One is great. Need a cat. I don't think our dogs would approve of that.
Awesome seeds. Somebody asked or told me, actually, Mary Elizabeth, are you still here? No, it's not Mary Elizabeth.
Yeah, just 3 lines of wire.
Shoot, I'm trying to remember. Somebody else told me about a seed company.
Got lots of good ideas about wires and have a hot wire going across part of it.
It's Mary's something. Mary's Seeds. That's not what it's called, but it's Mary's something. Anyway, a lot of people said to check out that seed company because she still has a lot.
Okay.
So if you know what I'm talking about, please feel free to throw it in the comments. Let's see, Sandra said you can just use chicken wire a few feet up from the chain link fit. From the chain link, yeah. We
Guess
do have
we could.
that. Mary's heirloom seeds. Thank
Yeah.
you. That's it.
I was just thinking of what we had available on hand that we wouldn't have to spend a whole lot of extra money on. But you know, we're definitely going to have to get something. And you know, you always think we're spending so much money on a garden, but really it's all initial costs, because once we buy that stuff, we can use it year after year after year. And you know, 10, 15 years down the road, if you're still gardening and still using that equipment, you really, you've definitely made up for all the expense that you
Right.
put into it.
Agreed.
You know, take care of your T-posts, don't bend them. You know, just stuff like that you can just keep using over and over and over.
Did you see Art of Creation said raccoons hate Premier One fences? I heard one scream all the way in the house after touching one. That's funny.
That's when you also need a trail camera out there.
Yeah.
Just to, you know, watch the show.
Oh, that's true.
I'm
Hopkins
sure
Hills.
a lot of people probably wouldn't like what I just said just then, but
Probably not.
I think most of them would.
Hawkins Hill said, I don't know if I would want a fence around the garden. If I see a snake, I'm going to run into that fence and get all tangled up and die of fright. Same. Let's see. I saw someone use an old trampoline for a chicken pen. They put chicken wire around it. It looked good. Huh. That's
Yeah.
interesting.
Use what you got, I guess.
Yeah. Let's see. Cost us $75 for wire times 3 around our garden and a charge control.
Yeah, they said they put
Really?
three
for
wires.
Premier One?
No, they just
Oh.
put 3 wires around, and then they bought a charger to make it electric.
Oh, yeah. I'd rather pay $75 than it was like $400 for a setup
For Premier
for
One?
Premier One.
Oh, me. I didn't know
think.
it was that much.
Pretty sure if you get a kit, it's like
Yeah.
$300, $400, something like that.
Well,
Let's see.
yeah, that would be a lot for the garden, but
Lundy
if
actually
we're going to
said
have
4.
chickens forever, we'll still look at Premier One.
Yeah. Let's see. Sandra said, we have black-tailed deer here. I use ghost pepper flakes to keep them off my trees and plants until we fenced. Wow.
Huh.
Black-tailed deer.
Yeah, black-tailed deer, I'm not familiar. That must be, are y'all out west?
They're in Oregon.
Yeah, I was going to say they're out west.
That's
In the east, we have white-tailed deer.
Yeah.
Oh, was that the Stottlers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Junior. That was nice.
Thank you very much. We appreciate that.
Yeah. Let's see. We have motion lights all around outside too, so any critter snooping around, set it off, and then the dogs go after it. That's good.
Yeah, I love those motion lights. I love the ones that you can buy now that just kind of, you can stick them and clip them on anywhere. The Stivers Homestead is using a lot of them now. Solar powered, you don't even have to change out the batteries every
Yeah.
month. The solar powered, you can stick them up, they'll come on when there's motion. They're getting better and better, and they're very inexpensive.
Yeah.
You can get them at Harbor Freight or online.
Yeah. So yeah, and like you
Rural
said,
King sells them.
and I was actually this morning when I was laying in bed at like 5 o'clock this morning, I was looking at irrigation systems on Amazon. I was looking at soaker hoses and
She was. That's funny. She's on Amazon looking at stuff like that. And then I asked her, what do you want for your birthday? And she's just like, I want a push-pull hoe to get rid of weeds. And I was like, for your birthday? She's like, I want gardening
I
stuff.
want a push-pull hoe.
I get on Amazon and I'm looking at stuff to put on my Jeep, accessories, stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Do any of you have the push-pull hoe, and is it as awesome as I think it is? Because it looks like it would just be so incredibly easy to...
And you may
to
have
hoe
to
the
explain to everybody what you're talking about, because you had to explain it to me.
Junior is from Brazil. Very cool. We're glad you're here.
Oh, cool.
Welcome.
Welcome.
So the push-pull hoe, you can get it from Haas Tools. I know you can get it from that place in Ohio that everybody loves to go to.
Lehman's?
Lehman's.
Yeah.
Get it from there. It is Amish made, and it is shaped kind of like a triangle, and it's hollow on the inside. Hollow? Yeah, hollow. And it's got blades on the inside of it. So when you put it on the
So
ground,
the blades are on the bottom part, and you.
they'll be kind of on the inside.
But the diamond part doesn't go down into the dirt.
No, but
It
it's
goes
great. It's pointed so you can get in like small areas.
Yeah, okay.
Like between the plants. And so you essentially just scrape the ground instead of hacking at it. So you have less damage to your plants
Okay.
and it's easier to weed that way.
It's a weeding tool. It's not a digging into the earth tool.
Yes. So see, Wild One says her mother-in-law has one. It's amazing. Wanted a new pot holder, didn't get it. I'm sorry.
There's the link that Kathy, that North Star
Yes.
Prepstetter just put up.
Perfect.
In Hoss Tools.
Let's see, we were outside hanging with the chickens one day and a baby cub came running across the field, but we never had predators inside the coop or run. Oh my goodness. That's scary. Because when you see the baby, the mom is not far
They
behind.
use chain link and some chicken wire.
So Jason, I want ducks for an anniversary. And chicken wire.
Yeah.
Okay, road trip meetup.
I think we're
Very cool.
buffering.
Yeah, I've never been there. I've seen them online. I've met we've met
So our friends from Oregon that will be, I know they're going to be moving.
Uh-huh.
Where they're going, we all still be able to do the stuff you want to do. If you wanted to get your ducks and chickens and stuff. Has she talked about that to you?
I mean, as far as I know, they don't have a place picked out, but
Yeah.
the area they're
But
going
that's-
to be.
Okay. Well, good.
I'm sure.
That'd be nice.
I'm sure. Let's see.
So we do have chain link fence. I guess we could put up some chicken wire.
I mean, we'll
Around
just
the
have
bottom
to
of
see.
it.
We honestly, I mean, this is our second garden season here.
Yeah,
and we've not had any issues. Like, our biggest issues have been the dogs.
Yeah, I have never seen a raccoon
No.
around our house. I'm positive. Our neighbors, the farm next door, there's a huge goat farm next door. They have chickens that free range. And they're out running around the barns, running up and down through along the fence. I've never noticed that they have lost any chickens. So as far as hawks, raccoons, they do have some dogs that are really protective of all the livestock and all the animals over there. But, you know,
Good night to Shanna. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight.
we just don't know. We don't know if we're going to have a varmint problem to get in the garden, to get into our chickens. We just don't know.
Yeah, the chickens is what I'm mostly concerned about, but so far we've not had any issues with the garden.
Free range chickens are happy chickens. Now, when we say we're going to have fencing, they're still going to have a big area to roam.
Yeah.
They're
Well, and
not,
we will
they're,
move the fencing
they're not
too.
going to be locked up. They're going to always be able to get out and roam around.
And the reason why we want the premier fencing is because we'll be able to move them around.
We'll be able to move them from location to location to give them green pasture, green places. And rotate that around the chicken coop. We're not going to be able to move the chicken coop around that much, but we'll be able to rotate around the chicken coop out different areas. By the time we get around, it should all be ready to go again.
Yeah. Yeah, so we're excited. Just again, just the investment and getting everything ready and everything. But we're really excited and just ready to produce more food and can all the things and get our basement full of canned foods for the coming winter.
George made a good point. If you do build all that stuff, those critters probably will start coming. Those predators. Predators probably will start coming. So just have to be on the lookout for them.
Wild One said we had an eagle fly over today while the girls were out free ranging. Luckily, the dogs were well aware and alerted me. Wow. I mean, I've seen eagles at the zoo, but I've never seen one.
You've never seen one?
Just flying around.
I have.
I mean, that would be.
You mean like a bald
because
eagle?
they're huge.
Not like a red-tailed hawk.
That's
or something.
what
Just an eagle, a bald eagle.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen
They're
them.
huge.
I've seen them, and they're awesome. To see in the wild, that's cool. Just to see a bald eagle. And we do have them around here. We're getting more in the area. In fact, I got an email about that today.
Really?
A friend of mine that you know, Bryce Leach, he's actually taking a small group that's going to be 6 feet apart on about a 5-hour hike, I think tomorrow or the next day, to an eagle's nest where they can observe some eagles that we know of nearby.
Very cool. Very, very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that would be very majestic to see.
Yeah, unless they're flying over your chickens.
Unless they're flying over your chickens, and then
Don't want 'em flying over
then you can't shoot them, right?
No.
Because they're protected.
No.
It's
You
like,
talk about getting in trouble.
yeah, it's like, well, sorry about your luck. Too bad for your
You
chickens.
just shot freedom.
Well, we don't want to do that.
Don't do that.
Oh my goodness.
That would be bad. Freedom Homestead kills a bald eagle.
That would be really bad.
No, we would never do that.
No.
No.
Let's see. Reelfoot Lake in the northwest Tennessee has a ton of eagles.
Yes. Yeah.
We actually know somebody that was just there last weekend.
Yeah. Reelfoot. I've heard that's the place to go to see a lot of them.
Huh. We have pigeons in New York City. Yeah, we actually have,
Yeah.
what are they called? The morning
doves.
We have mourning doves.
We have mourning doves that kind of wake us up every morning.
They'll be out here in our gutter.
They'll fly out here and just sit on the edge of our gutter right over
above our bedroom
window.
Yeah.
And
Like, ooh, ooh.
yeah, kind of sound like a hoot owl.
I just yell not today and put the chickens away anytime I see them. That's funny.
Yeah.
Not today, Eagles.
Well, it's definitely give us some things to think about.
Yes, thank y'all so
I
much for all
appreciate
your
that.
all of your advice.
Yeah.
Very excited. And yes, in the coming months, we're gonna be canning. I will be bringing you guys along.
And I made the mental note, locked it up, so hopefully I won't forget it, that we will have to do an okra taste testing.
Oh, an okra taste testing. Yes,
Yes.
a fresh
okra.
Yes.
Not cooked, just fresh, raw okra. You pick it, we try it.
Yep.
I can't wait for the strawberries.
I know. I'm more excited. Well, I'm not. I'm excited about all of it. But I did see. Well, 1870s Homestead. They are doing a Staples garden. They're not. They're not experimenting. They're just growing what they eat, which I think is very brilliant.
Yeah.
And she's got just all kinds of stuff that she's doing out there.
Yeah.
Let's see. Thank you so much for all your sweet words about our channel. Well, you guys just keep putting out
I'd
awesome
rather eat a
content.
copperhead than raw okra.
Oh my goodness, that bad, huh?
I've had rattlesnake. I'll go for the okra now. We'll try it.
Yeah.
So anyway, we need to kind of finish this up.
Yep.
And we don't want to take up more of your time. We want you to
No.
be able to check out other channels and
Yes, and it's my bedtime.
or just we don't want to wear you out, wear your patience out, as they say here in Kentucky.
Ooh, gator meat is nice. I've had it before. I've had gator tail, and it was chewy, but it was delicious.
Yeah, too chewy for me.
Let's see. Have a great week. Thank
Yeah.
y'all so much.
Yes, everyone have a great week. Be safe. I know a lot of people had a lot of bad weather come through, and we hope no one else gets any more of that. But anyway, be safe, be careful. Hopefully it won't be long before we can all kind of get out and start
Hopefully we're getting close to the end.
being back with our church family in person, and taking our kids to the grandparents and going out to our favorite restaurant and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, but we hope everybody remembers during this time what is really important.
Yes.
There's-
Yeah.
Yeah, there's so much craziness that we get caught up in that now that stuff's not going on, I don't miss it.
Yeah.
I don't miss it at all. I thought I would, but I don't really miss it. And I hope we'll remember not to put all our time and effort in some of that stuff that in the grand scheme, there's much more important things in life and much more meaningful stuff.
Absolutely.
So let's hold on to that.
Yeah.
Let's hold on to that.
Yeah, when we go back to normal, it's okay to say, you know what? I'm not going to do that anymore. I like the simple life. So, until next time,
Just gonna say it.
be vigilant
Be prayerful.
and be prepared.
I had to jump in there on that one. Good night, guys. Have a great week.
Good night, everybody.